Good morning, campers. We are here this morning in Mount Gambier at the Big Blue Lake. Well, this is not the Big Blue Lake, but this is their information centre, and we're meeting a lovely guy called Gary for our tour because we're going to do a tour of the pumping station, which we are going to head down here. So if you want to stick around, hear about the Big Blue Lake, which is one of the most popular tourist spots here in Mount Gambier, then keep watching. Love you to give this video a thumbs up. And we'd really love if you want to hit that subscribe button and the bell for more videos like this, because we're going to be doing a lot more in Mount Gambier as well. You would have seen the last video we did the Little Blue Lake. We've got some more sinkholes coming up, so stick around.
Formed as solid. So it's really made of sands, corals, skeletal features of fish, shells of crustaceans, etc. So if you ever have a close look at a piece of Gambier limestone, you notice those types of features. Anyway, some years after the limestone had formed, there was so much pressure within the earth's core it looked for the least line of resistance. Of course, this location being one of those blew a hole through the old seabed and exposed the water table. Hence, the volcano slowly filled with water, but also the lava flowed across the top of that old seabed. That's what that dark layer of basalt is the lava flow. Once again, with a light grey ash on top.
And so the lake is quite big. It's almost a kilometre from one side to the other. You were saying it's over 600 metres. Oh wow!
Okay, now once we're in the building, one of the first things we notice is all this electrical equipment generally referred to as the MCCs or motor control centres. This is really the equipment which will oversee or manage the operation. A little later we'll go into more detail as to the role the equipment plays. But just over in this corner is quite an interesting chart. I'll just run you through some of the facts and figures. Some of these numbers are a little outdated, and we'll correct them as we go through. The circumference of the lake at water surface, approximately 5 kilometres. Surface area is 70 hectares. The depth, that's about 70 metres. Possibly there are caves going down as far as 200 metres. There's not a real lot known about them. Too deep, too dangerous. The capacity of the lake, that's around 30,000 megalitres. We use approximately 4,000 megalitres of water per annum. It's used about a tenth of the supply per year. Pumping from this installation first took place in 1883, and the area served by the lake is 6.5 kilometres beyond the city limits. People outside that area have bores, rainwater tanks, etc. Now, by having the lake situated where it is, it's a little bit like a window. It gives you an idea how much water is stored beneath the ground surface in the district. As water moves in a north-south trend, it will reappear at the natural discharge points, known as Ewins, Ponds and 8 Mile Creek, etc., where we lose approximately 150,000 megalitres of pure fresh water to the ocean annually, or basically 5 times the total volume of the lake.
And that's where you've got the Potter's Point on there at Keegan Drive.
What sort of capacity are they?
You've got 9 megalitres at Potter's Point, and you've got 4.5 sort of thing at Keegan Drive.
So we're going to go down here.
Yes.
And out onto the platform.
Not about platform near there. Yep. What we'll do out here, folks, is start off with the underwater photographs. Now, they were taken by a group of divers commissioned by the South Australian Water Corporation. Job was to compile a report of what is beneath the surface lake, and what they discovered in the lake were tortoises, yabbies. There are a small native trout in the lake known as Galaxius maculatus. Most ones obviously are around 50 millimetres long. Occasionally, you may see one up to 150 millimetres long. It's quite rare. There is plant life in the lake known as curragh, and there's another group known as a stromatolite. Easiest storage tanks at Potter's Point and Keegan Drive. Those tanks have electronic level indicators installed in them and will detect when the water level drops. When that water level drops to a predetermined level, it will send the electronic pulse back to the MCCs in this building. All the electrical equipment we saw in the other room a short while ago. So push the green button, that'll simulate a drop in the water level in the tank, so you can now see the message being sent down to the MCCs. Now, Once that message is recorded by the MC Seasons building, it's then transferred down to the number 2 switchboard. Once that number 2 switchboard receives the message, it will tell the pumps to prime. Once those pumps are primed, they'll then commence pumping of water to the water storage tanks so we can maintain the supply at all times. Now, because we have water in the tanks at all times, water is then being gravity fed via a pipeline to the houses Mount Gambier. So all the householder has to do is go to the tap, turn it on and instantly have water. On average, this operation runs for about 5 hours per 24 hours. Obviously a little bit more in summer, a little bit less in winter, but predominantly at night. Reason being, power is much cheaper at night. That's when we pump the water, most cost effective.
In the lift.
That's it.
Look at this, get our own view.
Was it originally a ladder shaft? Or?
Well, the shaft which we're travelling in was dug out manually in the 1880s. This is the original bore shaft which used to pump water from, so basically it's a well.
Okay.
In the 1960s, we installed the lift in the shaft, dug a tunnel through, married them up, and it was used as a maintenance way for the people from the South Australian Water Corporation. However, we have since commandeered it for use of the tours. It's much easier to get down there, as you may appreciate. Now, you should notice a large counterbalance go past. Don't panic when you see that. It's just a weight balancing the way to lift, let you know you're halfway there. You also notice some large steel rusty brackets in the wall. They held the steam power jack pumps in place in the early days. Also there were smaller rusty brackets which held the ladder system so blokes would climb down to service those steam power jack pumps in those early days. We're only travelling 30 metres or 100 feet, although the shaft in its entirety used to go 42 metres or 150 feet. It used to go right into the water table. Obviously sending water out. It's no longer required for that. Since blocked off at the 30 metre mark, but the shaft itself is 8 feet in diameter. It took 5 months to dig, 2.5 months to stone up. Damn good effort, considering it's all done manually.
Wow.
There you go, folks.
Exit down the tunnel.
That's the one.
Cool,
This
cool.
tunnel was completed in 1966. They started from there.
1966 it was completed.
They want to meet up the shaft which the lift now travels in. Obviously they didn't do that. They're only 2 inches or 50 millimetres on centre, which is not a bad effort considering they had no lasers in those days. Now, with regards to the level of the lake, that has dropped about 9 metres in the past 100 years. There are 3 main reasons why. One is we have quite a few forests planted in the district which absorb or restrict a lot of water, recharging aquifers, and the water table has dropped. We have Now, in regards to the colour, there are many theories why lake changes colour. I'll share with you the most recent work done. We know the lake will turn to a beautiful blue around the middle of November and maintain blueness through around March the following year, depending on how the season's going. Basically our summer period. We'll also notice a lot of our water is fed through limestone, so a lot of calcium or calcium carbonate saturating the water. Little microscopic crystals you cannot see with your eye. Now, according to Dr. Nick Turopsky, what's occurring is during winter, calcium carbonate will become suspended in the upper layer of water, causing water to appear cloudy or grey. During summer, a change will occur which will allow calcium carbonate to settle and sink to the bottom, just leaving pure water. The colour of pure water is blue. That's why the lake is blue, and that's why we do not see a lot of blue waterways around these days. There's not a lot of pure around. To get a handle on this, during winter when the lake is grey, the visibility in the water is around 9 metres due to the suspension of calcium carbonate in that upper layer. During summer when the lake is blue or clear or pure, depending on how you wish to interpret that, visibility is around 17 metres. So there's quite a marked difference. Winter versus summer, blue versus grey. Best time to view the lake is around December, January, February, right in the height of summer. Unfortunate for you people, we're in spring, you're just a bit early, so you'll have to come back.
We will.
That's all right, we can do that.
Yep. Now, what we will do from here though, everything going to plan, is send a jet of water through the monitor down here to your front left. It will only be gravity feed pressure. It will be in excess 85 metre head or 120 pounds per square inch. I expect this stream to go about 60 metres across the lake, depending on where the breeze is coming from. Off that stream we'll get some mist. Now if the sun is to shine brightly in the right direction, we sometimes get a rainbow effect through mist. I'm not going to promise you that. The negative side of the demonstration is the mist may drift this way. If it does, it will not hurt you, but it is nice and refreshing, I assure you. And if you wish to photograph this demonstration, we'll run for about 1 minute. So if you'd like to get cameras ready if you wish, I'll go over and activate the timing device as well.
Absolutely. Pretty cool.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Tell
All
me.
the engineering stuff. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Now we're looking for a burst of sun to give us a rainbow, but we, you know, who knows?
She's having a good time in Mount Gambier.
Absolutely love it. We got a rainbow. Oh, look, it goes all the way. The rainbow's going all the way. Oh, it's awesome. That is so cool.